Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to today's video. Another great day in the market in terms of momentum. We're seeing a lot of stocks making some great gap ups, making stocks moving, both from the short and the long perspective, but mainly from the long perspective. It's just great to see it. Good timing to be back now day trading. We had a few days where it was really quiet and dead, and now momentum starting to pick up, which is fantastic. Bit of mixed emotions for me. I took one trade, which is great. Had a really good gain on it of 21 cents, which I'm going to talk about, and that was on WWR. But I'm just not happy with two other times I saw a setup in real time, and I just failed to pull the trigger. Maybe that was because I was already up, and I'm protecting my gains, even though it's a small amount. But it's something I got to work on. It's something I think is very common. The emotion side, I think for me the fear of losing, maybe once I'm already up. But definitely something I have to work on, and I think one of the things would help is having a bigger account. If I had a $5,000 account, for instance, I think I wouldn't use the word trigger happy, but I'd be more confident in having more losing trades to override my to have more winning trades. Does that make sense? So basically trade more. But overall, still happy, obviously, to get that trade, to get that gain in, and it's a great start to this week. So I did trade WWR. Quickly tell you here because it's most important. You see here WWR. I was in at 7.30, out at 7.51. 100 shares, $21 gain. Up my share size just to 100 because you can see it a little bit here. Just the spreads were wild. That's one thing that made this stock very tricky to trade. Not just a few of the swings, but it was the high spread. So I had to be really key on my entry, which I was. And once I saw, I didn't hold for long enough once again, but I saw I was already up 20 cents, so I just took the profit. I think anytime, as I said, for my washout plays, my dip buy strategy, it is just a scalping strategy. I'm only looking to get 10, 20, 30 cents. Once I increase my share size, those will add up quite considerably, but my short inside of my strategies, they're sort of where I hold for longer, trying to get a bigger piece of the pie as such. But yeah, let's talk about the trade. So the first one, WWR, well the only one, WWR was here. You see it made this massive gap up this morning. Great to see, great momentum in the market. Once again, if you look at my last two videos, when we've had like SES, when we've had stocks move so much pre-market, I'm not interested in buying breakouts like the high of day because it's already gapping up so much. I mean, look, it's come from the, let's say, the $3 area, and before the market opens it's around the 750, so it's just made an incredible move already. So I'm interested in just buying low and selling high. It's sort of the traditional motto of buying shares. So when the market opens, it did pull back, and it went straight through, but it was hard to sort of, it ripped up to this 840 area, but it was hard to sort of gauge that really, because it could, as I said, it could rip, it could just sell off. But what happened was, as you see here on the next candle, it went all the way from that 840 right down, back down to the 730 area, and you see I got a really good feel because I actually bought at 730, and it was. I don't really always like using intraday as support. I prefer to use daily charts. But given the fact it just made this big wash right round to the sort of the open price, roughly the open price area or the support area, that's where I look to take my starting position, and also watching the level 2, because when washouts go through, you'll see the tape really speed up very fast, loads of red prints go through. Once you see that slow down and you start to see some green prints go through, that's another indication of when I take my my starting position. And you see here it popped up, we sold for 751, so 21 cent gain, but it did go back up to around the 780 area, so there was more to gain there, but nevertheless, I was still happy with that. So we're off to a great start. Then we're just kind of watching. Lots of stuff was happening. ATOS was coming up. PSTV. Just loads of stocks. Not too much volume. ARTW, I think was the other one. Just loads were coming up on the on the scanners making moves, but very low volume. And this one was still in play because you see here it sold off down to the 660 area, and then it just ripped through high of day all the way up to the $9 area. So the next part, it was right here. So I'm watching, it's just before 10 o'clock, and even though you see it sold off and you think, oh, that's a great sell off, maybe it's done. If I bring up the chart in here, this is exactly what I was looking for again. This is the 5-minute setup. So sometimes when stocks have overran, I like to go to a bigger time frame, and you see exactly here, just before the market, just before the 10 o'clock area, what do we get? This has already made a great move up. It sort of pulled back, it sold off, but where did it come back to? It just come back to the 9 EMA and the VWAP. So it's still got that support of those areas, and this is a little bull flag now that has just created itself. So you see on this candle it went, and then it sold through for the next leg up. So it was just a pullback to the VWAP and the 9 EMA. That's why I use them. If it broke through like it did here, I wouldn't be interested. And that was the thing. I saw that in real time. Not to say I was going to capture the full amount, but you just see once that sold through at the 705 area, it went all the way up to around the 855. So $1.50 move, and shouldn't. So this is as I said, this is the 1 minute. Should have been looking at it from a 5-minute perspective. This is why I use TC2000, because it just doesn't respect the lines aren't as good, or the charting's not as good as on trade zero. But you see here once again, look, the pullback and then the next leg up. So that was that. That was disappointing because I did see that, and it sort of, I think I was trying to protect profits. And the last one was here. I was just watching. Once again, the spread was so high. I was thinking about buying some of these dips down here, and they would have worked, but it kind of is what it is. There's no real strategy or play there. That was just sort of really to buy a low point. But this one here, you see on this big candle, yes, we didn't get a massive squeeze, but once again you see it was at the 920 area, went all the way down to the 760 area, so $1.60 move. And I'll just bring back TC2000 chart because it just shows it much better. Where did it flush right down to? To the VWAP, right there at the 761. The next candle had a high of 783, and that was thing. Yes, it wasn't a lot. That was the one I played. I still should have gone into it, even though it's a bit riskier, backsided move. But I actually noticed on the level 2 that I could have gained, like you say, roughly 15 to 20 cents. And it was right down to that VWAP area. Yes, it sold off after that, but sometimes it could have just consolidated or had a bit more of a bounce. You do never know. But those were the 3 plays basically today. So the first trade out of the beginning, happy with that, sort of the washout long. Missed the 5-minute setup, and then I was right to be hesitant on this last one because it just broke through 9, and you want to see it sort of consolidate or keep going, but it just broke back through the $9 area and then sold off. So a clear sign of the trend is changing, but I still should have took the trade. That was the thing. And whilst WWR was going on, as I said, loads of stocks were going through. So my main focus today is when stocks are coming up on the scanner. Yes, I keep an eye on them. I put them on my charting, but I'm really just trying to focus on one stock at one time. And WWR was just the one I was concentrating on the whole time. And that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope it helps in some shape, way, or form. And hope you've done well in today. The market is picking up, so it doesn't mean it's easier to make money. Plenty of people still would have lost money today. They would have bought a breakout here, and it would have sold off. The spreads were really wild, 20-30 cents at times. So you have to be really key with your entries and your exits. But it looks easy in hindsight, just it went all the way up and all the way down. But in real time, as you guys know, it's really, really hard. But that's it. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a like if you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I'm off tomorrow and Thursday, so I will be back. If the market keeps going, we will be trading. And I'll see you guys then. Take care. Bye-bye.